Welcome, young grasshoppers. If you are watching this video, it means you have recently made the decision to reclaim your health. And I am about to sober you for the journey that is ahead with the intent of setting you up for success. So allow me to introduce you to something called, and this comes out of the business world, okay? So if you don't like the term used, so be it. This is something called the entrepreneurial manic depressive curve. And the interesting thing about this curve is it doesn't just exist in business. It exists in any area of your life where you are challenging yourself to do something new. So let's talk a little bit about where you are now and where you're going to be. And you could be these things throughout the day, throughout the hour, throughout the month, throughout the next several months, throughout the week. You're on this roller coaster ride all the time. And it's really useful to know exactly where you're at. So currently, you're probably stage 1, uninformed optimism. Another name for this could be the honeymoon phase. All right. You're excited. Maybe there's some nervous energy. You have some, maybe, perhaps unrealistic expectations. But all in all, you're positive about what is to come. You're happy that you're making a good decision for yourself, and you're looking forward to the results that you're going to reap. At this stage, it's a great idea to make public announcements, to hold yourself accountable. It's a great idea to write things down, like, why are you pumped about this journey? What excites you about it? This would be the time to jot that down to provide you some fuel for, as we move through this curve, we get started, and then you get to stage 2, informed pessimism. Fuck, this is going to be harder than I thought. At stage number 2, you probably want to hunker down. You probably want to start talking less about your goals to other people and go internal. You want to do preparation. Preparation is really important at this stage. Make this process as frictionless as possible. I've obviously given you a plan that's designed to do just that, very much so. I'm a systems thinker. But the biggest, most important thing you can do for yourself during this stage is make sure you're prepared, okay? Batch prep your food on the weekends. Have some jerky on hand for emergencies and maybe some almonds. But you will reach this stage and you will continue on the journey. However, you start moving into this questionable territory where the minute something throws you off, right? Not everything's perfect in our lives every day. You know, people die, divorces happen, emergencies, right? Some sort of crisis is likely to occur if you're a human being and you're still breathing. And when you reach that stage, number 3, the crisis of meaning stage, one of 2 things is going to happen. You're going to crash and burn and go off the rails and quit. How many of us have started and stopped and started and stopped and started and stopped again and again and again with weight loss, with some other goal? It doesn't matter. It applies everywhere, people. The way you do anything, it's the way you do everything. This is not a time to be making decisions. You have to decide in the beginning at an uninformed optimism. Hopefully you've jotted down your why, and it's a compelling why for you, and that's unique to you. It doesn't matter what it is, but it has to be unique to you. You decide from day 1 what you're going to do at the crisis of meaning stage, not at stage 3. It's too late. So at this stage, it's really critical that you reach out for help, for support. I'm here for you. Use me. I'm giving you permission to use me. What you don't want to do is talk to negative people, to people that will bring you down, to people that will enable your mediocrity. We all have those friends where it feels like good intentions, but they're the first to say, you know, let's just take a break and have a pizza and go out for some beer. Right? And that makes them comfortable to get you to quit your diet. A little fucked up, right? It's human nature. You want to watch out for those people at this stage because it's a very vulnerable, fragile stage. You just dig your heels in, focus on the next meal in front of you, focus on the next step in front of you, and hold your ground. Because eventually, as we all know, these things don't last forever, and you do get to the other side, and you will find yourself at a place of informed optimism. All right. You now know what to expect. You now know the challenges that are involved, and you can be ready for those, and you can get up and you can tackle them each and every day. But if you're aware that you are on the roller coaster, you can stay on the roller coaster. Just don't forget. All right. Never forget. That's your job. Your job is to remember. It's to be aware at all times. All right. This is a pro tip for those of you who are serious and those of you who are serious only. I highly recommend writing down seriously why this matters to you. Like, why are you even doing it? And make sure it's compelling enough to get you through the hard times. It's going to need some juice, and it's not enough just to write it down. Every morning before you do anything else, I do this. I anchor myself in what I'm doing and why it matters to me. It takes a few minutes. By failing to do this, you are risking becoming vulnerable to being a drifter to all of life's trivial demands. And if everything matters, then nothing matters. That's the trade-off. If you say yes to the trivial, you say no to the things that do. And why is it important to hold your focus? We have something called the reticular activating system, okay? It sits about right here. And the way it works is, remember the last time you bought a new car and all of a sudden you see that car everywhere on the road? Well, that car's always been everywhere on the road, but it's now significant to you. It's your car. It's important. Same reason you can pull your name out of a crowd. If somebody calls your name, you can hear it. So the way it works is it turns the volume up on things that matter, that are significant, and turns the volume down on things that aren't. So you want to leverage that because you get what you focus on. And this is the reason, I'm going to repeat the word reason. This is the reason that if you look for reasons to succeed, you will find them. And if you look for excuses to quit, you will find those too. So leverage the power of focus. Understand that your brain is like a heat-seeking missile. And if you learn to work with it, it will work for you. All right. So that is my message. If you have any questions, do not hesitate. Don't be silly. Do not hesitate to reach out. That's all I got. Good luck. See you soon.